WWE Elimination Chamber from Perth, Australia just finished up. I'm excited. You're excited. This is What's Good in Wrestling. Let's go. What's going on, guys? It's your buddy, it's your pal, Andrew Pillock. Shout out to Scott Stanford, the GOAT. That's his intro. I love that guy, Scott Stanford. If you don't know who he is, he does a lot of the WWE stuff, but he does all like the commercials and everything like that. I love him. So shout out Scott Stanford, your buddy, your pal. And it's Andrew Pillock here from What's Good in Wrestling. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the Elimination Chamber. I'm here with the World Heavyweight Championship, and no, I'm not Seth freaking Rollins, but look, I feel like a champion today because I watched that show. I had fun. And I'm very tired, but at the same time, very excited. You guys could probably see maybe there's bags under my eyes, but I love the show. I thought it was a lot of fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. I won't keep you guys for too long. A little bit of some results here. But if you're new, like and subscribe. I'd love to have you guys here on the roster on What's Good in Wrestling. But let's get into the review. Not gonna lie, it's kind of tough to hold this in the video, so I'm gonna put it down. Plus, I'm not Seth freaking Rollins, I'm not the champ, so I gotta earn it. So Seth, I guess this is me formally challenging you for the World Heavyweight Championship. Please don't respond because I don't want to lose my life. Anyways, the opening match was the kickoff match, and I'll be completely honest with you guys, I forgot that there was a kickoff match because they announced it so late, but I did go back, I watched some clips and some highlights. It was pretty good. It was obviously the Kabuki Warriors defending their championship against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Good for Indy, get a little pop from the hometown there. I think that she's pretty cool. I really do like Indy, so good for her. But yeah, the Kabuki Warriors retained. Obviously, they're going to be holding those titles for quite some time. The storyline with Damage Control and Bailey is far from over, so them holding on to those titles just helps it out. Plus, like, it just makes sense for the Kabuki Warriors to be champions. They are a really good tag team. They are incredible wrestlers, so Kairi and Asuka aren't losing those things anytime soon. The next match was the Women's Chamber. I was a little bit surprised that this was opening. I kind of thought that they might go with the tag match, but again, you know, I did like the tag match, but you do got to start off a little bit hot, so you got to bring in that Women's Chamber match to get the crowd going, so I do understand that. This match was really fun. I said it from my predictions video. I knew that this match was going to be really good. We had a lot of fun with all of the different participants in this chamber. Again, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, or Gonzalez according to Triple H. That's hilarious. We had Naomi, Becky Lynch. We had the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, and Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton got a lot of pops in this match. Like, people really wanted her to win this thing, but there was a lot of really big bright spots in this match. I thought they all worked really well together. There were some things I wasn't a big fan of, like the fact that Naomi was the first eliminated. I don't really understand why they would have done that, but of course we all knew who was going to go the furthest. We knew Becky was going to win this match. I mean, I literally called it. I knew that they were going to go with Liv and they were going to go with Bianca and Becky being the last participants in the match. But I would have really liked to have seen somebody like Naomi or even a Tiffany Stratton against Becky at the end, because I thought that that would have, you know, given a little bit more suspense and maybe boosted up Tiffany a little bit more, and obviously given Naomi that good feel coming back from TNA Wrestling, because she's been fantastic and she will continue to be fantastic. Her being eliminated first, again, not really a big fan of it, but I did like the match. I thought that they performed really well. And again, good opener. You got to get the crowd hot, so I do understand why they did this one first. And Becky Lynch is punching her ticket to WrestleMania to face the winner of the main event, which we do know, but we'll get to that later. As I mentioned before, the Judgment Day were defending their tag team titles as well against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. This was a good match too. I mean, like, what do you expect with these four guys? Like, they're four really talented wrestlers, two good tag teams. But again, I'm still unsure of the direction of these tag titles with Judgment Day. This just seems like they're like, okay, we don't know really what to do with them, so just let them keep holding on to the tag titles. Has it been a decent run? Yeah, it's been all right. Damian Priest literally has the briefcase, and he hasn't really done much to boost himself up even more. Usually when you have that briefcase, people are like building you up and building you up and building you up until you cash in, and sometimes heel wrestlers even get massive pops. Look at Dolph Ziggler when he cashed in. That was one of the biggest pops that we've ever heard for a cash in. Look at Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. They haven't boosted Damian, in my opinion. It's just been him holding on to the briefcase and being a tag champ, which again, fantastic. I love Finn Balor as well, but the match was good. It's just I'm really confused with the direction still with these tag titles, and WWE needs to make these things feel a little bit more valuable. Again, I love the Judgment Day. I love when they won the damn things, but it hasn't been elevated. It's just kind of there. And getting back to this match, like I said, I thought they performed really well. You're going to get a lot from these guys, and I saw somebody mention the fact that because of the size of Damian and the size of their opponents, it just worked really well, because usually bigger guys can work well with smaller guys. They can, do different things with them. That's why Ray had so many good matches with bigger wrestlers, is because they can do different things. And I did like the combination of these two teams. I really did like the match, but again, I want to see more from these tag titles. I want to see what they're going to do. I don't think this match is going to happen again. We'll have to see, but I do like the Judgment Day. Dom got kicked out. There's a bunch of different stuff happening here, but good match, like I mentioned before. The men's chamber was the next match, and boy, it was really good. Lots of cool spots. Logan Paul jumping off one of the pods. We had LA Knight getting big pops from the crowd. He performed pretty well in this match as well. Drew McIntyre put on a really, really good performance. He had 3 eliminations. Randy Orton had 2 eliminations and was selling the hell out of that back injury. Again, we do know that it kept him out for so long, and a lot of people are questioning whether or not this is real, and that's just a testament to how good of a wrestler that Randy Orton is, because if he's putting on an act and really selling that injury, he did a pretty damn good job, because even I was like, is this real? I'm not really sure what's going on here. Bobby Lashley showing his power once again. WWE still needs to give me more direction with Bobby Lashley. I think he deserves a lot more than he's been getting, but that's a whole other video. And then Kevin Owens. This guy can perform under any type of match, any circumstance, and he showed it once again. I did love the little battles between him and Logan Paul, and I thought that in this match we were going to see this either turn into Logan and KO at Mania or Logan and LA Knight at WrestleMania, but he attacked Randy Orton for Drew McIntyre to win the match. So Logan Paul interferes with the finish, and ultimately Drew is going to WrestleMania to face Seth freaking Rollins. So definitely gonna be a good match there. I'm excited for Drew. I'm excited for Seth, because that's gonna be a really good main event. But like I said, Logan interfering is very interesting. Obviously we also seen AJ Styles get into this match and hit LA Knight. So are we getting AJ and LA Knight? Are we getting Logan Paul and Randy Orton? Maybe is there gonna be like a fatal 4-way or 5-way if KO is involved somehow? There's a lot of different ways that they can go about this, but the big part about this match that I liked was that it was pretty crisp. I think I liked pretty much everything about this match. There were some people saying that it wasn't as good as they anticipated. I thought it was right on par with what I expected, so great match, great feel to it, and Drew McIntyre's going to WrestleMania, and we'll see what happens with Logan Paul, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight. Yeah. You know what I forgot to talk about? The Grayson Waller effect with Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. How could I be saying Seth freaking Rollins 2 or 3 times, hold the title and say Seth freaking Rollins, and not even talk about my favorite wrestler, Cody Rhodes? Like, the Grayson Waller effect, man. Think about this. Man, that segment was pretty good. I did like it. I was hoping for a little bit more. I thought it was going to be a little bit more exciting, but good for Grayson to get that pop from the hometown. I thought that was really cool. Austin Theory was out there as well, doing his thing, being an ass. Those two are hilarious together, but Cody got a massive reaction once again. The pyro budget, Jesus, he had all the pyro going. Seth Rollins, the crowd was singing his song like crazy. It was beautiful, and it looked like Cody Rhodes called out The Rock to a one-on-one match, and then Seth Rollins said he had his back. So I don't know if that means there's going to be a tag match. Is Rock going to face Cody at night 1 of WrestleMania? Obviously, Rock's going to have a match, so maybe Cody does double duty, faces The Rock night 1, and then faces Roman night 2, or they do that tag match that's been explained. But at the end of this segment, of course, Grayson Waller didn't help Austin Theory as he got beat down by Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Could that possibly mean a face turn, or is this just him being like, bro, you guys just ruined my show? But I like the segment. I was hoping for a little bit more from it, but of course, like, it was just cool to see all those guys in there. Grayson getting his props from the crowd, and Cody and Seth marking their territory and saying, look, we're going to WrestleMania and we're going to come out as champions. It was a good little segment. The main event of the evening seen Rhea Bloody Ripley defend her women's world title against Nia Jax, who has come back and has been fantastic since coming back. So good for Nia, good for her getting in this main event, and good for Rhea, man. What a pop from the crowd. They were hot for this whole match. They were hot for her since the second that she came out. Her family was there, the crowd was going nuts, and it was beautiful. Like, it was a good match too. Like, they went back and forth. We knew what the outcome was going to be, but Nia showed that she's improved greatly since coming back. I love the way that she talks her ish to the crowd. I don't want to curse, but I love the way that she does that. I thought that her moves were pretty good in here. There was a few spots where I was like, oh god, like that's kind of crazy, but Rhea can sell really well. Nia's gotten better at selling, and a lot of these matches tonight were pretty crisp and pretty clean, and this was no different. This potentially could have been match of the night for me, and I know people are going to be like, are you nuts? No, but like the storytelling, everything about this, I loved it. I think the crowd helped immensely as well, and Rhea got another big moment. She got her moment in front of her fans and her family and the crowd, her literal family in Australia. Perth was so nice, and it was just a beautiful moment. Buddy Matthews even tweeted about it. Of course, they're together in real life, but for her to get her moment, and she did, and the pyro and her holding up the title, and everything was beautiful. I loved this show. I thought Elimination Chamber was really good. If I was to give it a grade, I'd say B+. I thought it was really good. So I want you guys to leave your grade down below. I want you guys to go back to sleep and get some rest on this Saturday morning. I probably won't be because I got to edit this. I'm going to go get a coffee. I'm going to go have fun because baseball is back today too. Go Toronto Blue Jays if you're a baseball fan. Comment your favorite team. But anyways, let's go to bed. Let's actually try to rest now. If you guys are new here, make sure to like this video. That's what's good in wrestling. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.